Happy Saturday, September 5th, everybody. This is Elemental Hilary from Hilary's elementsofhealth.com. And I apologize. I'm going to turn something off here for a second. Okay. All right. If you guys saw my this is for going upside down. It's right in front of Mount Shasta water. But this feet up thing, I love it. I love going upside down. I'm an acro yogi and a yogi, and a dancer, but don't do it. You gotta go slow with that stuff if you're not used to it. But I really, really recommend having some upside down time every day if you haven't been doing that. This is an intense time right now. I've had a couple of, difficult nights. And I think things are going well in terms of the fight of light against dark, I think. Not that I want to encourage people to be in that. I want you to be in a neutral space, if possible, feeling God, your higher self. So I got a bunch of stuff to do. I've got to do a paper for school today, and I have actually some social things finally. So I'm going to try to keep this pretty brief. I have the Tarot of Gemstones and Crystals today. Yeah, Steph has been through a lot of moves. Some of these card decks have been through a lot. The Druid Animal Oracle, and my old faithful, this one looks really beat up, the Faeries Oracle. That's like my go-to deck for everything. I'm also going to use the 7 Sacred Flames card deck, which I find to be very useful. And we're going to go right into daily guidance. Don't forget, I love doing energy work for you over the phone, so there is physical and emotional stuff coming up, I think, in our Lightworker, Twin Flame, Starseed, whatever, all these terms, the collective of those of us who are on the edge of, the clearer consciousness group in general. There's stuff happening, okay? A lot of signs and communications from the fifth dimension for me, which is great. But I also had some interesting physical stuff happen. And you gotta ask for help. You gotta ask for Archangel Michael to clear you from all energies that don't serve you, especially other people's. I'm definitely transmuting for probably my twin flame counterpart, as well as possibly for family. I don't even know, and I don't know if it matters to know or not. Sometimes you don't need to know, but let's make sure that you can see this. We are going to do daily guidance for today. The attitude of gratitude for the exceptional opportunity offered to you at this time assures that the rest of your pathway does not have to be difficult. That sounds good. Let's be grateful today and ease up our pathway, huh? Not a bad idea. Let's try for Virgos today, since it's Virgo season. Emerald Flame of Healing Light. This is not surprising to me, since my twin flame is a Virgo, and I just had an interesting healing situation last night. Okay, so in the process of transforming, your consciousness and your physical body are integrating higher, more subtle vibrations and higher light. Your body will become more refined, more beautiful, more limitless, and more immortal. The way to use this flame, the emerald green flame of healing light, is to say, I invoke the emerald green flame of healing light on now for my body elemental. I let go of all negative energies that do not serve my path of light. I release all negative energies and transmute them into light. But really just imagining a green flame around your body if you're having any physical symptoms can really, really help. It's helped me a ton. I've always worked with these rays for the last 8 years, since 2012. 2012 was a year when we started to know more of who we were. And this is the 4th ray of Ascension. This is the white light, the clear flame of consciousness, basically. And that was for everyone to use today. The Ascension Flame. And you can say, I am the resurrection and the light of the Ascension Flame in my aura, my heart, my being, my body elemental. And you are helping and protecting, healing yourself. It's amazing how simple energy can be. It's just an intention, guys. You have an intention and energy flows from there, especially when you put your heart into it. So I think I'm going to use the Tarot of Gemstones and Crystals. It's a little one, but you know, of course I have it because I have everything having to do with gemstones and crystals. By the way, I use the selenite candle holder, guys, to put my jewelry in to clear out the energy of my jewelry after I've worn it. That helps my jewelry not to break. I also don't lose it as much. Just a weird little tip for you guys if you want to know. Okay, here we go. So, for Lightworkers, the Hermit. Lightworkers, you might need to be a hermit today. I get that, man, because I really had an interesting night, and you might need to give to yourselves instead of to other people. This is lapis lazuli. It has to do with intuition. Use your intuition. Don't hang around people that you don't need to be around if you can help it. Like I am gonna go to a restaurant today, so I'm gonna put a blue flame of protection, Archangel Michael's protection, around me when I go. Ultimately, it's all us, you know? Ultimately, it is all unity, all the energies, but you still gotta protect yourself sometimes. Even my very enlightened 7th stage master or teacher says that. Okay, so, what am I doing now? I am talking about spiritual seekers. Spiritual seekers use the fire opal. Oh, it's so pretty. This is what it looks like raw, but you should see fire opals when they're polished. It's like amazing. And by the way, I was in Mount Shasta recently, and they have opals that actually are found there. That's one of the places you can find opals. It's not fire opal necessarily, but I found the energies of the opals found in Mount Shasta to be so, of course, because I'm Lemurian, to be so calming. And I thought I should buy one for my heart, and I had like a moment of scarcity instead of abundance there, and I didn't do it. And maybe I should have. But anyway, spiritual seekers, this is Ace of Wands energy. So, use your magic to manifest what you want. Use your fire opal. Let me see what this book says with Ace of Wands. If I can get to that. Because it's in a really, the way they did it was really bizarre, actually. There we go. It gives us positive energy, the fire opal, which includes qualities as vitality, energy, endurance, as well as wisdom, illumination. The fire opal stimulates our humor and leads to the task in life. Leads us to our tasks. As a result, it gives us new impulses and lets us make use of fortunate circumstances. So, spiritual seekers, make sure you're taking care of all your business today, you know, like in the 3D, too. Don't just do spiritual techniques today. Energy, new impulses, happiness, clear intentions, creativity, and self-realization. Use your creativity. You have good luck today. Use your creativity to manifest what you want. And that could be, I feel so-and-so loving me, or I feel God loving me. Even just that is a manifestation that is very simple. Very, very simple. Oh, I've already gone into this. I want to go to my go-to right with that. Let's do animals. Let's do Druid animals, because they're slightly different. What do you call it? They're like a slightly different court than the Native American animals. But I love the Native American animals too, and I'd like to get more Native American cards, actually, because I'm having a rebirth of Native, I think, memory, maybe, of past lifetimes. So, this was for general romance. I didn't even say it, but this is dog loyalty. Be loyal in your romance today. Be reliable, show up. When you say you're going to be, give love. Pretty simple. Twin flames. Bear. I gotta look that one up. We had almost another one that wanted to come out too. Let me check it out real fast. Primal power, sovereignty, intuition married with instinct. Sovereignty is like independence, be independent, but use your power wisely. You have great intuition and instinct today, so if you're having intuition about your twin, it's probably right. Just trust yourself, because that's how you that's how you strengthen your intuition, is to trust yourself. And that's like pretty much the whole teaching that I got about using my intuition from my mentor. It is a process of trusting myself more and more. In Celtic Gaelic, the bear is called Art. He connects you with the very deepest of your ancestral roots. Here at this level, you are in touch with the primal mother, the bear goddess Archio. So it is the deepest of our ancestral roots, our twin flame, right? And honoring the bear goddess Archio, or Andarta, and the bear god Artois, or Arta. An image of Archio has been found in Bear City, used for cult practices. We know that the bear hibernates, and I think the divine masculines are hibernating right now. We talk about a child needing to be licked into shape. This is a curious phrase. It derives from a belief that a bear cub was born a formless mass of flesh, which the mother then licked into shape. An equally fantastic notion was held with regard to a bear's paws. It was believed that they secreted a substance which, when licked, could nourish the bear through the long winter months. Even today in China, so if you feel in a winter because you're in separation, don't forget that you have the power to give yourself love. Okay? Alrighty, and let's move on. I can't get stuck doing a long thing right now. I have to do my paper, to do my essay. Okay, and for individual health and world health, my individual health is probably going to come out here. Ooh, cool. That's a good card, though. Solace, that's consciousness. So if you're having symptoms like me, you might be having symptoms of a leap forward into a new state of consciousness, and they're becoming physical. I like to try to do emotional processing with them. If you guys don't know me, emotional processing is one of the best things I have to offer people, I think. I like to do emotional processing with my physical symptoms, because sometimes you can help the physical, because emotions have become your body. So if you can find the feeling and emotionally process it, sometimes you can actually relieve your physical pain. I'm not kidding. Let's do world health, pandemic, the Pook, a paradox, the good and the bad and the good. It is a paradox, right? Because it's forcing us all, I mean, if you're like where I am, it's forcing us all to stay home and go inside, go within ourselves. And it's a paradox. It's horrible at a certain point, you know. In one place, it's like, okay, I don't get to have any, I mean, I need human interaction for sure. Like, that is the kind of person I am. And I think probably a lot of you out there are too. And if you don't get to have that, it really sucks. But at the same time, you're learning how to give everything to yourself. And you're raising your vibration, because that's what's happening with this vortex. We are being given tons of light energy by other beings in the fifth dimension right now. And so there is good and bad and bad and good. The things that seem to be really bad are actually good in a lot of ways, because they're coming out into the light. They're actually being shown, finally. The truth is coming out. And it's a really good thing. And Solace, I do want to... Consciousness. I'm going to check him out again one more time. Solace. knowledge, consciousness, synthesis, spiritual empowerment. So you may be synthesizing your consciousness knowledge into your body now. Solace is radiant, energizing, and vitalizing. This presence often indicates something new is being brought into being. So things are looking up, people. I mean, if you're having any kind of weird physical symptoms, don't worry. There are reasons that are not obvious all the time. And, definitely go to the doctor if you need to, or take some herbs, But that's a really good sign. And I would love to say happy Saturday to you. Have fun out there. Stay safe, and I will be with you tomorrow.